If you have blonde hair you want to fill it with gold or red tones, how to do. If you have blonde hair, depending on what shade of blonde you have and how light your blonde hair is, you may need to fill it with gold or red tones for the best result before you dye it brown. This can easily be achieved by applying a warmer shade prior to using the desired brown shade. You can fill your hair with a colored protein filler or a demi-permanent dye. Colored protein fillers are especially great for porous hair because the protein helps normalize the porosity of your hair and prevent hair dye from coloring unevenly. If you bleached your hair when you dyed it blonde, it is likely porous, and a protein filler is the preferable way to fill it. If your hair is naturally blonde, it doesn't matter too much which option you choose. If you decide to use a demi-permanent dye to fill your hair, use a shade that's at least one level lighter than your desired brown hair. You can dye your hair a neutral or warm brown after filling it with a copper or red shade. If you want an ash brown hair color, however, use a demi-permanent dye that is 2 levels lighter than your desired brown shade, and use either the copper or red shade. The reason for this is that you need some red tone in your hair so that your ash dye doesn't turn out green, but you don't want so much red that it turns out too warm even after applying an ash brown dye. If you are having trouble working out which color to use to fill your hair, you can use the table below to quickly identify the shade you need. The number that precedes the shade is the hair level, which tells you how dark the shade is. The name of the shade corresponds to this level and also tells you the primary tone. For example, if you wanted a dark neutral brown color, this is a level 3, and you need to apply a level for medium red brown to fill it first so that the color turns out exact. Subscribe us to know more hair growth treatments and tips.